Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about time series plot. Now, how can we plot them? We have the date on the x-axis and we are having the values on the y-axis. Time series is very important plot because it can provide us insightful feedback and results from different departments. For example, if you're having the time series of our sales for the last month, we will see that, okay, over the last month, how much was the sale over the last season, over the last year. And also we can use the historical data using time series to predict the future with certain degree of errors, of course. But this is not the lesson of today. The lesson is how we can plot the time series. Okay. First of all, we need to generate a time series. In order to generate that, we are using the date time library. So we are using the date time library to say, okay, the date of the today, and then the last 30 days because I would like to have the time delta, and when days equals I for each I in the range of 30 because I'm looking for the last 30 days. Then we are going to generate 30 integer values, let's say numbers between 50 and 150, representing the values corresponding to each day of the last 30 days. So 30 values for 30 days. Then we need to create our data frame. So we are creating the data frame. So the date is assigned to the date. The values that we generated here are assigned to value. And here we are looking for ensuring to make sure we are just trying to make sure that the dates that are generated are sorted, because in time series we are going to start from for example 30 days ago and continuously come to the current time. We don't want it to be not sorted. It must be sorted, okay? Otherwise it's very confusing. So in this line we are making sure that the values that we have are sorted. Then after that, we are having the size of the figure, which is 10 by 5. So we can increase it, we can reduce it, it's as we want. And finally, we would like to plot our time series. So when we want to plot, you see that it looks like a line plot. Actually, it is a line plot. So we use the plot function. We are having the date and values that we created here, the data frame. So the date and the value is shown here. So we are having the date on the x-axis, we are having the values on the y-axis, we are having the marker O. If you remember from the section where we discussed the line plots, we are having the marker O here, and we are having the line style solid. So we are having a solid, and we would like the color to be blue. We can change whatever we want. We can customize it, for example, to have a dashed line, or instead of the O, we can have X, for example. Okay, it depends on what we are looking for, but we can customize it as we want, as we learned so far. And finally, we are having the labels here being shown. So here is the label date, this one, and here is the label value on the y-axis, and here is the title of here is my title of the figure. And here we are trying to rotate 45% these labels on the x-axis so it's readable. Okay, it's easier to read instead of having them like vertically. It's now easier to understand them. So vertically we are rotating the x labels for the increase of readability. And finally we are having the grid equals to true because we are having these gray lines for us to better evaluate the numbers, and the points are corresponding to each value. So in this video, we learned how we can have a line plot, let's say a time series plot, and how we can have the dates of the current date and the last 30 days. For example, if you're looking for the last 3 months, you can have like the size of the 90 for the days and also for generating the value. So when I run, you see that I'm going to have 90 days here, and the time goes back to December 2024 and even before that, because we are having this December 2022, the 1st of December is here, so we are going to have 15 days before that. So 15 days we are in November, and then up until here we are having so for the last 90 days we can, for example, trace the sale on each day. Thank you for watching.